All right. Let's see. We're going to open the phone line. We'll start with that this morning. Why not? Why not? Get out of the way. All right. Get the phone line open. I don't know why it's not ringing through, but it is what it is. See, it says your browser may not allow phone calls, which is weird because everything is set up properly. Ugh, what am I getting messages about? TikTok messages. Oh, fun. All right, we're gonna put some makeup on. Yeah, see, it's been receiving calls this whole time. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Good morning. Ugh, I have meetings upon meetings today. So, my first meeting is very exciting. Tell you about that. Hold on, let me make sure I can see the little crazies over there. All right, I can see the little crazies over there. And we're gonna move back over here. I got so much happening. So much going on. First things first. Sip of the coffee. Ah, yes. Nectar of the gods. Nectar of the gods. So, we haven't seen each other if you're not up late at night. We haven't seen each other in like a week. So, what's been going on? How's your week been? Now, if you're up late at night, you've seen me all weekend. But if you haven't, hello. It's nice to see you again. Gotta let this dry down a little bit before I move it out. Yes, it's been officially a week since I've been on during the day. Thank you so much for the follow, Hannah. That is very kind of you. But yeah, I still go live late at night when I'm at work. I go live at about 1 a.m., between 1 and 1:30 a.m. Eastern. And we do a little catch up, we do a little hangout, we talk about stuff. A little blurb of what happened with the news during the day while I was sleeping. Hey, how are you? It's so nice to see you too. I know, I'm very inconsistent. And we had a conversation about this while I was online late at night. Going live and doing this stuff takes time, takes effort to prepare, which is why I've been giving it the bare minimum. I'm not gonna lie to you, but because people don't participate the way they used to. Live streams don't get pushed out the way they used to because I'm not arguing with fucking people on the internet. People don't gift, they don't tap, and this is work. Especially, we'll talk about Trump in a few minutes. Especially because this is so mentally taxing. No, go Bills. My Cash App and Venmo are up top if you want to support the platform. Typically, what I do with the money, when people do send Cash App and Venmo, I put it to the side. And if somebody needs help, I'll share it with them, make sure that they get the help that they need. Or I, support other creators who are doing a great job, who are being involved in their communities, who are putting on platforms for people for their entertainment, who are dealing with Trumpers. Yeah. And I have plenty of receipts of that. Every month, we actually didn't do anything for the month of September, but every month, typically the fuckers, aka the Chaos Caucus, and I will donate to a charity based off of sales from a merch store or just Cash Apps and Venmos. We do typically donate to a charity every month, but we didn't do anything for September because that wasn't consistent. You can ask Mr. Sunday Show, who just said good morning in the chat. Good morning, Mr. Sunday Show. I know, it's hard. It's hard to be up that late. Trust me, I know. But yeah, we try to do the best that we can to help out in the communities and take care of one another because that's what it's all about, right? Why not answer? Answer what? What are we talking about? So actually, there's been a little bit of chatter about the peace deal that it wasn't actually Trump's peace deal. It was Biden's peace deal, but who the fuck knows? Speaking of the peace deal, it's actually not going that great. The Israeli hostages have been returned. Palestinians have been returned. However, the IDF is still firing on people. They did that. I saw the news alert from that early this morning, which would have been afternoon over in Israel. So, Israel, yeah, is just being Israel, doing Israel things. So, take the peace deal with a grain of salt, is what I would say. Because I don't think it's going to be long lasting. I mean, a ceasefire to me means fucking ceasefire, but, whatever. Source, Reuters, BBC, and NPR reported on it. The article that I read at length was Reuters. IDF said that they fired upon Gazans because they were encroaching their area. No, IDF, it's not your area. That's their fucking homes. That's their area. You're encroaching. But whatever. We had a conversation about WIC. Donald Trump's administration said that, Caroline said that they would be reallocating tariff money to cover the WIC program in an amount of $300 million. But they cannot do that. Only Congress can reallocate that tariff money. So we're waiting to see if Congress comes back in session, does their fucking jobs, and keeps WIC operational. If they do that, if it does pan out that they are able to give that money to WIC, good morning, that would be a good thing. And I would be really proud of the administration for doing the right thing to make sure that women, infants, and children still have access to the nutrition resources that they need. What do I think about Bad Bunny and the halftime show? I don't think there's any controversy. I think white people just doing white people shit, and they don't like brown people, and a lot of people don't even know that fucking Puerto Rico is part of the United States. I think it's weird. I think it's weird that Turning Point USA is going to have their own halftime show. Yeah, let me see. See if I can find it again. Breaking news. It was posted at 5:07 a.m. today. Israel says it opens fire on suspects in Gaza. Local authorities report 6 killed. And that's on Reuters. So, I report on things that I see. Sometimes that information changes, and by the time you see the video, there's more news updates. But, I do the best I can to give you accurate information at the time that I have it. If you would like me to read to you, I can read to you. Would you like me to read to you? So there's a little bit of controversy. Okay, so as far as the stuff with the farmers go, chances are they're not going to get the tariff money. Right now, there's a farm bill that's out there. There's some content that I'm going to be putting out. I'm just waiting to find out if this company wanted me to add them as a collab so that they could share it to their audience as well. But the farm bill that's out there has something in it called the EATS Act, which would be very detrimental to farmers. If you guys look up California Prop 12, it was passed. The Supreme Court upheld it, but they're trying to essentially undo people's votes, and it's fucking crazy. So back to what you were asking me, little friend, what is your name? Operation Expose. So it says Israel's military said it opened fire on Tuesday to remove a threat posed by suspects who approached its forces in the northern Gaza Strip. The health authorities in the enclave said at least 6 Palestinians had been unalived by Israeli fire. Does that answer your question, friend? Oh, thank you, Morty. Appreciate that. I don't think so, but, I'm my own worst critic. There's the tube. What up, tubies? What up, tubies? So, since we had such an issue with Taylor Lorenz and Chorus, I'm going to tell you guys about this. I am a part of Chorus, if you didn't already know that. I don't know why you're having a hard time, friend. It's right here. Here, hold on. Let me try again for you. It's right there. Again, the title of the article is Israel says it opens fire on suspects in Gaza. Local authorities report 6 killed. And it is from October 14th at 5:07 a.m. Okay? Okie dokie. If you send me a DM, I got my phone right here. I can DM you the link to the article. I'm not hoping it fails. I'm not hoping it fails. No. Kid Rock. Oh my god. Oh my god. What do you want me to read on the front page? Hamas fighters tighten grip in Gaza, clouding future of ceasefire. Sure, I'll read that. It's from 12 minutes ago. Oh my god. I have to restart on TikTok. Fucking TikTok. Yo, listen, guys, you don't have to like what I'm saying. Like, literally don't care. But you also don't have to be here. So don't fucking report. Like, it's not, be an adult. Okay? It says that I'm harassing and bullying somebody, so I have to restart. I will be right back. Love you. Fucking crazy bullshit. 11 minutes I've been on. Somebody must be targeting me live. I'll be right back. I'm still here, tubies. That's the one thing I definitely like a lot better about YouTube. Y'all are heinous as fuck in the comments, but I don't have to deal with the same fucking nonsense over and over again. I'm waiting for y'all's chat to... Oh, Hyro! Thank you so much, Hyro. That's so sweet of you. How do I feel about the hostages being freed and happily reunited with their families? I'm happy that people, you know, that this is hopefully winding down and coming to an end and that people are getting to go home. The phone number's on the screen for you, Chris. If you want me to answer, just tell me your call. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't had, there's no phone calls over here. The number's on the screen for you, babe. 407-494-4348. So, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy that Palestinian prisoners are being released. However, there's a lot that goes into that. Prior to October 7th, there were over 10,000 Palestinians who were jailed without charges or cause, and they have not yet been released, and it does not appear that they will be released. I did see a video that brought me to tears. There was a man who was being held by Israel who was told that his wife and children were unalived, and he was released, and he found out his family was still alive. And, you know, you only hear people make this certain, like, noise. And I can't explain it, but if you work in healthcare and you've ever... I'm American, Dominguez. But if you're asking, like, specifically where my ancestors are from, Colombia. But anyway, people make this noise when a family member dies, especially a child. It's like this certain sound that comes from your soul. And to hear someone make that sound for a good reason, because he thought his family was gone and they were still alive, was just like, it made me cry. It made me cry. Good morning, Brian. Nobody's around me, Jack. I'm home. I'm not home by myself, but nobody's around me right now. I'm not going to just be like, come here, let me pick you up. So it was nice to see that video. I think it's in my reposts. I'm not sure. No, it's not a gurgling sound. It's this yell. It's this, it just comes from your soul. It's not like like, I don't know. I can't explain it, but if you've ever heard it, if you've ever been a part of a conversation where someone had to be told that their loved one was no longer with us, you know that sound, especially when it's a parent who's told that their child has passed. You know what I'm talking about. So, but yeah. I'm happy that this exchange is happening. I hope that a true ceasefire is reached. Is it like a Christina Aguilera type of scream? No. No, it's like the sadness in someone's soul escapes their body. Like a true physical pain. I can't explain it, but if you know, you know. Christofferson says, yes, guttural. Yeah. Tina, are you an RN? There's like so many different emotions you could attach to it, but really truly you can't put a word to it. But it's, yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. It's just a noise. I don't speak Portuguese because I'm pretty sure that you're writing to me in Portuguese. Like I get what you're saying, but I don't actually speak Portuguese. What am I describing? I am describing the noise that people make when they find out a loved one, particularly a child, has passed away. Like it's this sound that comes from your soul. But good morning, by the way. What's the topic today? We're just talking about random shit. I got a meeting at 11. That's what I was doing. Squirrel. Bring it in. So as you guys know, or you may not know because you weren't around when I talked about it, but I was a part of Chorus, which was a paid, you're good, Jess, which is a paid cohort where they're teaching us how to use social media and different social media tactics and talking about messaging and blah, 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 yada, yada, yakety, smackety. Now, never have they ever paid me to make content. They did not tell me what I could make or couldn't make. They never controlled anything that I said or did because, let's face it, I do what the fuck I want to do. No, I've never played Roblox. So I actually am starting a new cohort today. I'm not starting it. I'm participating in it. It's called the News Creator Corps. I do not know the majority of the creators who are involved in it, to be honest. I do know Zach, who you can find on platforms. Yakety is what I learned. Zactivist, who is a wonderful creator. Obviously, his name is Zach. He's part of the News Creator Corps with me. There's a whole bunch of other people. It is paid. I'm not going to tell you how much I get paid because, quite frankly, it's none of your fucking business. I don't go and visit you at Bank of America at your job and say, how much are they paying you to be here? So, stay the fuck out of my bank account. Remember me? We met in rehab. Good to see you are doing so good. Yaharth, I've never been to rehab. Friend, I don't have SUD. Good morning, B. It's a Tubi. The fucking Tubies be saying the craziest shit. Eric likes my nails. Thanks, Eric. I heard Trump is still waiting for his Nobel Peace Prize. Well, he better not fucking hold his breath, Samo. Samo, it is so good to see you. I am so happy. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. I'm so happy to see you, Samo. Now we're just missing Ghost. Those are my two fave Tubies, Samo and Ghost. What else did we talk about this morning already? We talked about the IDF firing on people in northern Gaza, and it is presumed that 6 people are unalived. Good evening in the Philippines. Good morning, Annie. Yes, 143 days sober. Everybody, big W's for Annie in the chat. We love it. We love to see it. I'm so proud of you, Annie. And I'm so glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. No, we do not support Donald Trump. You got a permaban from Luna. What? What the fuck did you do? What did you do? That's so weird. I missed you too, Annie. I can't imagine what you possibly did. That's awesome, Bucks. Proud of you too. Big W for Bucks in the chat. Big W for Bucks in the chat. There are a lot of comments. Austin 316 says only good can happen. Did I see that the FBI showed up at Glenn Beck's house? Yeah. No reason you just lost the appeal? Yeah, I agree. Well, it's nice to see you this morning, too, by the way. All right, I gotta get some Nick. I'm California sober. I'm California sober. Did you guys know that the Tubies over there, you guys can now send gifts and super chats? I don't know if you guys knew that, but you can do that to support the stream. You can also send some weird, I forgot what they're called, but you can send gifts on videos. So the Tubies are trying to get caught up with other platforms in terms of like subs and stars and all that other stuff. Aw, Supreme Court rejects Alex Jones's appeal of $1.4 billion defamation judgment in Sandy Hook shooting. Oh, poor guy. Good. Nobody can afford that? Listen. Yeah, I'm California sober. But I have a prescription. Super thank yous and super chats, yeah. That's fine, Luna. I mean, I have accounts if you want one. Like, if you really need an account so that you can go live or whatever, I can give you the Bumpin' Uglies for Jesus. I think it has 10K. You just let me know. It's free for the onion to buy. You're on the San Diego diet? Okay, I don't know what that is. Let's see what else has happened in the news. Not much. This weekend was a slow news weekend, which I love. Again, Hyro, thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Big W's to Hyro in the chat. That's Jairo. Thank you so much. You're amazing. You're amazing. I'm trying to find some other stuff that I wanted to talk about. Hold on. North Carolina is doing some things. I liked that show, Annie. That was a good show. North Carolina GOP announces plans to vote on new House map amid nationwide redistricting battle. So North Carolina Republican legislative leaders announced plans on Monday, which was yesterday, to vote next week on redrawing the state's U.S. House district map, taking up President Donald Trump's call to secure more GOP seats nationwide and resist rival moves by Democrats. So this is why it's more important than ever if you are in California to vote yes on Prop 50. Yes. Oh my God, she's gorgeous as fuck, your face is beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate it. So California is trying to redistrict and gerrymander. It says new words. You're voting no on Prop 50. Why are you voting no on Prop 50, Andrew? If you'd like to come up and talk about it, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Perhaps you are privy to some information that I am not, and I'd like to talk about it. That would be great. But North Carolina Republicans had created this map back in 2023 that resulted in GOP candidates winning 10 of the House's 14 seats in 2024. It was a 7-7 split before that under the map used in 2022. So let's see what else it says. Now, only one of the House districts, 1st District, currently represented by Democratic Republican Don Davis, is considered a true swing district and can be targeted by the GOP for the 11th seat. Davis won a second term last year by less than 2 percentage points. Oof. Oof. The state's top Republican legislators said their planned action follows Trump's call urging legislators across the country to take action to nullify Democrats' redistricting efforts. So North Carolina is going to try to gerrymander Democrats out of representing their constituents. Shocker. Shocker. Y'all gotta cheat. Y'all gotta cheat to win. You gotta have insurrections and cheating. Like, it's so crazy. Like, why can't you just take the L? Let people be represented by who they should be actually represented by. Stop gerrymandering shit. Besides the fact that a lot of Republican ideas now are wildly unpopular, but people just don't want to. They feel like this weird loyalty. And we see that when we see people in the chat go, your team lost, get over it. Like, it's not a sports thing. Like, we're not talking about sports ball. So we've been asking, what is the content you're providing? Well, here's the thing, friend. You can click on the name. If I wasn't seeing you in the chat, you can click on my name and you can read my little bio there on my channel page. And then you would know. Reading is fundamental. Did you guys know that Reading Rainbow is coming back? One of the creators here on this app, Michael, I believe he spells his name Mikal, is going to be hosting Reading Rainbow and it's coming back. That's awesome and I love that. The adults, dude, you're not going to like your boss, but somebody has to run the company because you don't have the wherewithal to be the leader. What? There are multiple airports that have refused to play Kristi Noem's stupid video. Why? Because it violates the Hatch Act. I know Seattle-Tacoma is another one of the airports that says, nope, not doing it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Jesus Christ is King. He is the way to the truth and the life. Jesus Christ had some great teachings, but, you know. Oh, you're collecting coloring books for the Biden Presidential Library? That's amazing. Speaking of which, my friend Chelsea, you guys know Chelsea. She's in the chat all the time. You can see her moderating for Jeff, End of the Species, Jeff. She made a coloring book of Gia, her Great Dane. Currently, she unfortunately lost her job and she's teaching Pilates. So there's a little bit of a pay gap for her. It's something that she's been talking about. But go buy a coloring book of Gia, her Great Dane. Go find Chelsea. I don't have her at. I think it's Mixed Without. Let me look it up. Because I just know Chelsea by her little thing that shows up. Let's see. I think it's Mixed Without. Mixed Without. Yep, Mixed Without.
This is how I was. I urgently need your help. I was laid off at the end of June without a
That's Chelsea. This is her page. I know you can't really see it because it ends up washing it out. But there's a picture of her looking fantastic in a faux fur coat and bodysuit. She made, you see one of her pin videos, it's the middle pin video. She made a coloring book. So, shameless plug for my friend Chelsea. We love Chelsea. Shrek, what's up? AKA Joe. How's it going? Listen, guys. Hey, Ghost, I was talking about you. Ghost, you and Samo are here. Now my favorite tubies are here. Look, I am not above giving the administration kudos where kudos is due. If they are able to get Congress to allow the appropriation of funds from the tariff money to WIC, like, they will get kudos from me. Because it is, as we know, a Republican-controlled House, Senate, and White House. So if they're able to do that, they'll get kudos. As far as what is going on between Israel and Palestine, there is still violence happening. Israel unalived 6 people, at least. This morning, as of 5:07 a.m., is what the report said. I'm okay with it too. If we're going to force people to give birth and have children, we should be helping them. But even if that's not the case, like, there's no reason why we can't help each other. Like, having a me attitude only gets you so far. And then when it's you who needs the help, why won't anybody help me? And we saw that when the big, beautiful shit sandwich passed, there were people who were like, fuck, I just realized I'm in that bubble of people who are going to lose my SNAP benefits. I'm in the bubble of people who are going to lose my Medicaid, and I rely on that. And now they're like, why would you do this to me, Donald Trump? Ah! Like, yeah, bro, we told you. And he said, not me. Not me, not never. Not me, not never. Explain health insurance for illegals. So if I illegally move, let's say China tomorrow, Will has free health insurance. So if you are here in this country undocumented, you do not get free health insurance. That does not happen. That is not a thing. That is something that Mike Johnson is lying to you about. Now, the information that the Democrats put forward was to save the subsidies for the ACA. Oh yeah, Rivaldo? Sure you're not. If your means of paying your bills is a tipped position, I guarantee you, you are not doing well. Not in this economy. Not in this economy. So it's to save the subsidies for the ACA as well as roll back some of those cuts to Medicaid that would otherwise leave, I want to say it was like 10 million Americans without insurance. Snowbird says I'm delusional. You know what I say to that, Snowbird? That's what I say to that. I took my meds this morning. I'm not delusional. Anyway. Should have screen recorded it. Go over to Tube. Go over to the Tubi. You can watch it again on repeat. Cure, there's a good chance that you could lose your benefits. But I don't know what state you're in. And I don't know the details of your SSDI and if you have any access to income. There are other things. Snowbird. Okay. It's better when we don't take our meds. That's what the voices keep telling me. Oh boy, little buddy. All right. I sent you an invite. Come on up. Let's talk about it. I'll put in my headphones so I can hear you screech. And we'll talk about what you think it is that I'm fear-mongering about. We can go through it. We can pull up sources and talk to one another. Let's do it. Let's do it, buddy. I love it. I love it. So back to News Creator Corps. I am a part of the inaugural cohort for that as well. And I'm going to be starting that today. We have our first, our orientation meeting. I'm going to get to meet everybody. It'll be a good time. They're going to teach us about media literacy and researching and all the good things that it goes into being a news creator or journalist. So I'm really excited about that. Don't have the credits for Medicaid. I'm only on Medicaid and $900 a month. You probably won't cure, but again, it depends on what state you're in. I know, Teresa. It's like they're allergic. Go take some Benadryl. So, Snowbird, you're not going to come up. You're going to call me a fearmonger, say that I'm lying, but you don't want to talk about it. Why is that, Pookie? I agree with you, Uncle. I agree with you. Media literacy is dead, and that's kind of what got us into this mess. Hi, Kenzie. It's nice to see you too, sweetheart. Y'all not learning. Aw, he called me a 304. Jay, baby, if you're going to call me names, at least say it with your whole chest and call me a hoe. No? Aw. Petro said, so no accountability for women. What are you talking about, bro? What the fuck are you talking about? Kara, chances are you probably will not lose your benefits, but they may be impacted in some way, shape, or form. We do have the hand signal live goal right there at the top. If you guys want to contribute to that, I would appreciate it. Stookies! What's up, Stooks? Good to see you. Love seeing your smiley PFP in the morning time. Look, all you guys do is simp. Okay, Snork. He can't. YouTube will delete his comment. Well, then, if YouTube is going to delete your comment, you probably shouldn't be saying it, Pookie. But, I mean, you know. you know. I feel bad for Luna. Poor Luna lost their TikTok account, and now they're stuck in the Tubi chat, and that place is a shit show. Thank you so much, Kier. Sweetheart, you're already on limited income, babe. Please don't do that. I appreciate that. That is so sweet of you. But you don't have to do that. Don't do that. Yo, I would say the Tubies are way worse than TikTok. Okay, Brian, way to skip over all the comments you don't want to bring up. How democratic? Well, Brian, this is a chat. It is not a democracy. You don't get to like vote for anything here unless I put up a poll. But I'm also reading multiple chats at one time, baby. And so sometimes I know this is hard for you. You're not the most important person in the room, and I don't see what you're saying. I know that you're used to being the special little snowflake that everyone pays attention to, but not here. Everybody pays attention to me. That's why I'm on the camera. Okay? So if you have a question, put it in the chat, and if I see it and I read it, I'll answer it. I know this is wild concept. And I know this is really hard for you, and you're probably feeling some really big feelings right now, buddy. It's going to be okay. All right? Just go ahead and drop that in the chat again. If I see it, I'll be happy to address it. But I have over 200 people that are currently watching the stream from various places. All right? And the number is just going up. So the chat is just going to start going faster. All right? Okay. So what you wanted me to see you say was, great, thank your president for peace in the Middle East. Well, Brian, 6 Palestinians were gunned down by the IDF today. That's just today, just this morning. There is no peace. Okay? Okay. So, spin. I read your comments. Do you feel better now? Okay. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you this morning. I took my little break yesterday. I'm back at it. I try to go live at least once a week, but sometimes it doesn't work out. A Republican extremist is someone who loves God, their family, and their country. That's not what a Republican extremist is. But I guess, go off. Thank you so much, Kaylee. Or Kalia. I'm sorry. Kalea? I don't know how to say your name, sweetheart. If you put it in the chat, I will make sure that I don't. It is a break for me. I slept all day. I went to sleep at 8:30 in the morning. I didn't wake up until... What time did I wake up? 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then I went back to sleep at like 8. It's good to work. I didn't look at any news yesterday. I literally just caught up on my sleep. It was nice to just not. Oh my God, Threads? Are you guys on Threads? And if so, Kalea, got you. I will call you Kalea from now on. I apologize that I did not say that correctly. Am I American first? I mean, I was born in this country. I live here. I am, in fact, American. So. Listen, I posted this. This is what irritates me about the internet, right? I posted this. I'm going to go check the view count now. Because you guys can't see that. I can post that. I mean, I can see it. I said the majority of my block list is men. Why do you think that is? The ratio on this is insane. It has 192 likes, 309 comments and 40,000 views, right? And it's just essentially a whole bunch of men fucking angry that I said that the majority of my block list is men. It's like, Pookie, what the fuck are you mad about? You're not proving the point in the replies. Absolutely proving the point in the replies. Then I posted this. I just wanted to tell the moms out there, you're doing a great job. Even in sweats and a messy bun with your toddler's breakfast smeared somewhere on you, you're beautiful. When times get hard, you don't give up, you push through. Every hug goodnight, every band-aid on a boo-boo, each piece of fridge art, you're shaping adorable little humans to face the world. You are more than enough. I see you, I appreciate you, you're amazing. Want to know how many views that got? Let's check and see. Let's check and see, because it's going to be abysmal. 373 views. So let me post something that pisses off the men. Crazy. Let me post breaking news. Crazy. It does great. Let me say something nice. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ah, man. Are you Muslim? I am not. That's what I'm. So negativity wins. Yeah. Yeah. If I post some shit that MAGA doesn't like, goes crazy. If I post some shit that the men don't like, goes crazy. Let me say something nice? No. No. We don't inspire people around here. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Honestly, Gilly, I'm mine too. Sometimes, what's up, Nicole? Sometimes I'm like, how can I piss off the men today? It's really quite easy, to be honest. Thank you, baby Femi. Oh, man. Right, TB, you're totally right about that. You're totally right about that. Shut up. Sly, Slick, and Wicked says MAGA equals make a Grindr account. Right, and they say women are emotional. If I posted something that like directly addressed women and women's behavior, which like really what are we gonna call each other out for except for internalized misogyny, it wouldn't get any views either. It would just be the men in the comments like saying some shit because they have to interject on everything, even when things aren't like explicitly towards them. They're like, someone must hear my opinion right fucking meow. Then when you stand for the right things, you get done like Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was a racist. Like, Charlie Kirk was a bigot. Just to be clear, I don't think anybody should be schmurdered. I am not advocating for gun violence, like, at all. I think that's absolutely terrible, and no one should have to worry about that. That should not be a worry in this country. However, he's a fucking bigot. Right. I agree with you. You found something by accident. Tesla board members don't recommend doing a child labor audit. Oh, I wonder why that is. Yep, Bucks, that is very true. Yes, I have seen that, Malibu. I agree, Brian. I agree. He was a fucking bigot who said hateful shit, who inspired people to behave in a certain way. And I can attest to this. You want to know how I can attest to this? Because I've been to a Charlie Kirk rally. I was at one in Texas. And for whatever reason, like, I couldn't fucking imagine why, Mermaid and I are just standing there. And next thing you know, this guy with a belt buckle bigger than his dick turned around and told her to shut the fuck up, bitch. We weren't even doing it. We were minding our fucking business, hanging out. So what did I do? And you can ask Mermaid this. I was like, what the fuck did you say? What the fuck did you say? Like, we're getting ready to fight, dude. Like, who the fuck are you talking to, bro? Who the fuck are you talking to? Right, the people defending him never watched him before. They only know the clips. And then they're the same people who are like, play the whole clip. Okay, let's play the whole clip. It only gets worse from here. It only gets worse from here. So yeah, you know, we got called cunts and told to shut the fuck up and da-da-da-da-da. We weren't even doing anything, just hanging out. Of course, little buddy, you know, when I, and another person who was there, Voldemort, stepped in. We're like, I said, come again? What was that? He was, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. Yeah, bitch. Calling somebody a bitch for no reason, telling people to shut the fuck up for no reason. Also, the shit that he talked about, 1350, saying, when I get on a plane, if the pilot is black, blah, 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 blah. Didn't know what DEI actually was. Like, bro advocated for a meritocracy, right? He's like, everything should be based on merit. People shouldn't be hired based on yada, 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 right? If that was true and we did things like that, white men wouldn't get jobs because white men are far less educated than black women. We know this because there are statistical data available. So, anyway. There's no meteor. Yeah, Atrobos, I agree. Thank you so much for the gifts. Appreciate y'all. Castle says, Amanda, stop the nonsense. What nonsense am I? What? I mean, I prefer shenanigans and tomfoolery, but if you say it's nonsense, what kind of nonsense is it? Right, when you, in order to be a pilot, you have to get specific instrument ratings, you have to get a certain amount of flight hours for commercial time. Like, my brother's a pilot. My brother's a pilot for one of the major airlines, and he didn't just get to walk on there and be like, hire me, because I am a Latin man. No. You have to pass tests. There's no cheating on those tests. You want to know why there's no cheating on those tests? Because not only are there written exams, you have to go into the air and fly a plane. You can't fake flying a plane. You can't fake flying a plane. My brother didn't just get to go up in the sky and go, I did it. No, like, he had to demonstrate that he could fly the plane. He had to demonstrate that he knew what different instrument readouts meant and how to apply them to flying the plane. Like, it's so wild. Yeah, Brian. Yeah. It's like a driving test. Exactly. You don't just get a license. You have to prove proficiency. Now, do I agree that driver's license tests are a fucking scam and you don't really actually prove that you can handle yourself on the road depending on where you live? Yeah. Like, I got my license in New Jersey, you know, where I took my on the road test in a fucking parking lot. Ghost, why are you saying census report, por favor? I don't know why. Yeah, my brother had to have a certain amount of hours. He had to go to certain trainings for commercial flight. He had to get instrument ratings. Even now, like, if they change his route and that route has a different aircraft, like, he has to get certified on that aircraft. So, you know. My daughter actually took her Florida driver's test. I have a kid who drives. My son will be taking his shortly, but they actually do it like on the open road. They actually went out into like the neighborhoods and drove and actually drove. But in New Jersey, I took my driver's test in a parking lot at the DMV. So, yeah, my son is 18, my daughter is 16, and I also have a 7-year-old. Well, almost 7. I do live in Florida. I live in Orlando. My brother took a job from a higher educated black woman. I don't think so. My brother went to Embry-Riddle. He's very highly educated. He got his instrument ratings. Now, if there was somebody that was more qualified than him, then they should have had the job for sure. But there's no way for me to prove that one way or the other. Am I married? I am. You live in Brevard? Oh, nice. Ugh, Naples. Fucking Naples. I've actually, I did a travel contract in Naples. I'm doing my best. What's up, Cole? Nice to see you, gorgeous. I am 40 years old. Land O'Lakes. Oh, yeah, that's not that far from me. Bro, don't use the N-word. Please. I mean, I know you're using the A and not the hard ER. But, like, let's not do that in the chat, okay? Kitten, what's up? How are you feeling, bud? Doing okay? You're 41 and you look old. My secret to looking young is don't be a bigot. Stay hydrated. And moisturize. That's it. Pamela, what's up? You're guessing I'm from Canada? I live in the state of Florida. We got 30 minutes. Do you know you have 30 minutes? Listen, oh my God. This year, I have been through so much stress. And since I finally, like, re-blocked this person, like, I had to unblock them. We had a conversation about this, why I had to unblock them. But when I unblocked them, I started losing so much fucking hair from the stress that they were causing me. Like, literally my hair was coming out in clumps. Like, I have fine hair as it is, but I was like, what is happening here, bro? Like, I would just run my fingers through my hair and it would come out in like a ball of fucking hair. When I would wash my hair, I would just have my hands full of hair. And now that I've blocked them again, I've stopped losing hair. It took like a couple weeks because, you know, your hair cycle is normally, because of my mom, atropos. It's a whole thing. Your hair is on a growth cycle. It's usually about 7 weeks. So it takes a couple weeks for like that cycle to restart. So thank God I stopped losing fucking hair because I was going bald. Was it Liam? No, it wasn't Liam. It was my ex. No, Kira, in real life. Like, I blocked their phone number and their email address and all this other stuff. Ezra just called me a Temu AOC. He who shall not be named. Me too. How's downtown Orlando? It's Orlandoing. Yeah, my ex. My hair is fine. I started taking vitamins, like a lot of vitamins. I started taking Mary Ruth, what is it? I just got it yesterday. The Hair Max Growth or whatever. I saw it on TikTok. I started doing like research on it. And it seems like it's going to help me get thicker, fuller hair. So we'll see. Because I have really fine hair. So I started taking Mary Ruth and Viviscal to kind of get my hair back to where it was before. Israel, yes or no? No, fuck Israel. And when I say that, I'm talking about the government. Boxing said, Amanda, shut up. Scroll. Well, yeah, but I need additional iron, so I'm just taking like 10,000 fucking supplements. If you don't get prenatal vitamins prescription, then you don't have enough iron anyway, and they're more expensive, which is weird. Pennsylvania man pleads guilty to arson attack at governor's mansion while Shapiro's family slept. Oh, good. I'm glad he fucking pled guilty. Yes, I also have to take prescription vitamin D because I work at night in radiology, so I never fucking see the sun. I see the sun every once in a while. No, honestly, like, Luna, you guys didn't stress me out at all. People who were asking that stuff didn't stress me out at all. It was actually them causing me stress. I wish them nothing but the best. But, you know. Good luck on your interview, Brian. I don't know what it's for, but I hope it works out the way you want it to. Have a great rest of your day. Woodsy, hi, friend. See you scrolling in. Everybody, welcome, 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 welcome. Let's check and see. Johnny! Hi, Boo. Johnny, if you guys don't follow Johnny Palmadessa, he's right there in the chat. Make sure you drop him a follow. He is out there doing the work that I wish I could be doing every single fucking day. Currently, Johnny, you're in Chicago, yeah? You're at the ICE facility. Are you going to Broadview ICE facility? We do love us some Johnny. We do love us some Johnny. Hold on. I gotta answer this. Sorry, guys. I have a job interview tomorrow. Something we talked about. I am going to be losing my job. I was made aware of that last week. So I am on the hunt for something new. And I have an interview tomorrow. So hopefully I will get it. Hopefully I will get it. You too. Yay. Why am I losing my job? Currently, I am a contract worker. And so the way it works when you are a medical traveling professional, they have you cover shifts that they didn't have coverage for. When they hire for those shifts, they have the ability to either move you to another shift, cancel your contract, or just simply not renew your contract. They offered me another shift. I am unable to cover that shift. And so because of that, they're not renewing my contract. Now, does that mean that I am going to still be working to the end of my contract? I don't know. I don't know. They could cancel my contract at any time, essentially. They could say, yeah, we're done. We don't need you to come back. So I've started looking for other employment. I haven't done anything wrong. It's not anything like that. It's just that's the nature of the beast when you're a medical traveler. I am still going to actually, we're not going to Puerto Rico. We're going to a different country instead. We're leaving the United States. That's great. I'm glad you got a job, Luna. Congratulations. So yeah, so I'm looking for a job. They actually did offer me a permanent position, Malibu. They want me to stay, and I actually really do enjoy working there. The thing is that it's really far for me. And so I'm spending probably about, well, yeah, that's why. That's why. Because we're not gonna go to Puerto Rico. We're gonna go out of the country instead. But yeah, so no, this job is not 312s, it's 410s, but it's second shift. So, and right by my house. But this, the contract that I'm at, you have to be like X amount of miles away. So I'm driving about 7 hours a week just in the car back and forth. It's over an hour from where I'm at. I will, Lily, for sure. There's going to definitely be more trips in the future. I've come to notice that I don't spend enough time doing things for myself, and having this girls trip and something to look forward to is really going to be great. We're celebrating my birthday, Nicole's birthday, and Kiki's birthday. We're celebrating them a little bit late past our birthdays, but it's going to be great. Why do I have to do what, Bethy? Puerto Rico is not out of the country. It's part of the United States. It's an island, but it's still part of the United States. Oh, okay. Because so you have to be a certain certain mileage away. Like the other people that I work with that are travelers, they stay like at hotels there. I don't, because I have my kids, so I come home. Donald doesn't think so. It's true, he doesn't. I have heartburn. Oof. I drank too much coffee this morning on an empty stomach. I didn't decide to run for office because I had a conversation with my kids who are in high school, and they asked that I wait till they get out of high school. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing in Malibu. My brother-in-law's a contracted RN, so he would know. Like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I have been to Puerto Rico once, and I absolutely loved it. I think Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl is a great idea. I love Benito. We love him. We stan him. I love the videos that people were making with Bad Bunny. Like, oh, he doesn't speak English, and they're playing the song, and then all you hear is, suck my dick, motherfucker. I'm like, oh, I love him. I do not drink Mountain Dew. Blah. I do not like Mountain Dew. I hope so too, Nikki. Going on girl trips? Like, what are you mad about? Why are you mad that I'm going on a trip with my friends? That is so weird. I love Bad Bunny. My little one sings all his songs. I'm like, baby, do you know what you're singing? She says, yes, I speak Spanish. I was like, do you think that's appropriate for you to be singing that? She says, let's see if I can do what she does. She goes, it's just a song. It's gonna be fine. It's just a song. Yes, she is so sassy. Like, that's my evil twin. Not even. Like, I made that monster. And I say the same thing about my daughter. She has my attitude, too. They are my little spawns. My son is completely different. My son is so quiet and so reserved. And, like, just... He's a good egg. He's just had, like, a hard time. A hard time in life. Men, step it up. Be parents. That's all I can say. My girls are fierce, man. They don't put up with anybody's shit, especially the little one. My daughter actually speaks Spanish, not because of me, because my Spanish is fucking terrible. Yo hablo español, pero como un gringa. So my Spanish is fucking terrible. My daughter actually goes to a private school. She goes to a bilingual school where they speak in Spanish all day. They do their lessons in English, but everything else is Spanish. The thing is, Jeremy, like, they really do make me money. If you watch on the tube and you're hate commenting, that's fine, babe. That's fine. I still get paid. Friend, I have to text you. Actually, I could just tell you here. My daughter just texted me probably about like 15 minutes ago. Tonight is off. She told me that her dad had the tickets for Billie Eilish. However, he does not. He was trying to buy them and did not get them. And then the only other tickets available were $500 apiece. And he said, no. So, that's teenagers for you. And I'm not spending the money. She's like, if dad buys one, can you buy the other? And I was like, no. But you can still come over if you want to. Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Luna, so he comes in the YouTube chat or in the TikTok chat every once in a while. We'll see him. He's like, "Hi, mom." He still calls me mom, and I absolutely love him. He is in school. He's doing well. He just bought his own car. The first time for him buying a car in his own name, doing adult stuff. He's doing really well. So your 12-year-old is trying to save up for MGK tickets. Right, not in Trump's economy. We could do that. So admittedly, I have spent that amount of money on concert tickets in the past. And she has gotten very expensive concert tickets in the past. For her birthday, her dad got her tickets to Tyler, the Creator, and they were well over $1,000. But they were like in the front, right there. Who else has she gone to see? He flew her out to New York and took her to go see SZA. So they went to see SZA at where the fuck is it? In Brooklyn. They went and saw SZA. That's actually insane. I love Beyonce, but there ain't no fucking way in hell I'm spending that much money. Barclays Center, thank you. But $1,000 for front row is really not that bad. Unless you meant to say $10,000. But yeah, so in the last year, last 2 years, she's seen Taylor Swift, she's seen SZA, she's seen Tyler, the Creator, and I think she went to another concert too. Maybe Olivia Rodrigo? I don't know. She's a little concert fiend. He got that adult money, so he's fucking around with his adult money. That happens to me all the time. I'll be in the middle of talking, and I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about? Oh, look. Amanda doesn't know Portuguese because this is America. We speak English. Another issue for Bad Bunny not speaking English. Pat. Si prefieres, yo hablo en español. Does that make you happy? I mean, it's not going to be great Spanish, but I can do the whole fucking thing in Spanish. Bad Bunny does speak English. But in Puerto Rico, their main language, most of the people speak Spanish. And there's no official language of the United States, nor should there be. So, Portuguese is Spanish, French, and a little bit of Italian all mixed together. Yeah, he spoke English on SNL. He speaks English. But y'all just bigoted motherfuckers saying shit like that. Speak Italian? My Italian is worse than my Spanish. There's only one thing that I know how to say in German, and it's super not polite. I know this joke, and the joke goes like this. There's two guys sitting on a hill, Peter and his friend. I forgot his name in the joke, but we'll just call him, I don't know, Steve. Peter and Steve are sitting on a hill. Peter says to Steve, "Do you see that church down there? I built that church with my bare hands. But do they call me Peter the church builder? No. You see the road over there? I built that road with my bare hands. But do they call me Peter the road builder? No. Do you see that wall over there at the edge of town? I built that wall with my bare hands. But do they call me Peter the wall builder? No, they do not. But ein Sprecher. Do you? Now I forgot the rest of it. Fuck! You guys distracted me. I don't speak that. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, guys. The tubies are saying weird shit to me. Oh, okay. Cool. What? Okay, so the end of the joke was, what is it? Aber du fäckst ein Sau. That's it. That's what it is. So the joke is he builds all the shit in his fucking town. They don't call him that, but then when you say that one part in German, it's but you fuck one pig. They call him Peter the pig fucker. You guys distracted me. I can't. I didn't take my ADHD medicine today. It's a good joke. Look it up. The whole joke is actually in German, but I can't remember all of that fucking German. Aber du fäckst ein Sau. You fuck one pig. Thank you so much, Cure. Appreciate you. Stop doing that. You're on fixed income. Love you, though. What is Sly Slick doing? Sorry, I'm making a whole lot of extra noise. I am fired for fucking up the punchline. I know. It's not my fault. Squirrel. Squirrel. You subbed. Oh, thank you for subbing. I appreciate you. Robert also dropped a sub. Robin dropped a sub. Appreciate you guys for dropping subs. Hold on, we gotta... I am behaving, Sean. I always behave. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So if you guys want to talk about politics, you want to call in. If you're a Donald Trump supporter and you want to talk about the things that you support that this administration has done, call in 407-494-4348. If you're on TikTok and you want to jump in the guest box, you can jump in the guest box. I make it a point to learn cuss words in every language that I encounter people who speak. For example, in Romanian, I can say "Suj pula." If you don't speak Romanian, that means suck. Do we have snacks here? We do have snacks here, actually. Would you like some Tostitos? Suj pula! Oh, shit. Yeah, if you guys want to talk about things in the Donald Trump administration that you support, let's have a conversation about it. If there are things that you don't support, we can have a conversation about that too. I don't care. Like, I'm open to talking people. I am not Arabic, no. I don't speak Arabic either. The only thing that I know how to say is sharmuta. That and habibi. I do. I try to learn a cuss word in every language. I'm not Jewish. How did you know that I knew sharmuta? So Puerto Rico is not just Latin culture. There is a lot of Taino culture that is involved in Puerto Rico's daily lives. So, you know, like, let's not forget about the indigenous peoples. Where's my dog barking at? Zena! What? Oh, woo woo! Woo woo! Come here, old lady. Hi, old lady. Hi, baby. Hey, baby. It's your old lady. Hey, sweet mama. Okay, go. What time is it? All right, y'all, I got a meeting. I have the very first meeting for the News Creator Corps happening in 5 minutes, so I have to run to the bathroom, get myself prepared for that. It was great spending the last hour with y'all. I love you very, very much. I have a job interview tomorrow. Tomorrow I have lots of meetings between Chorus and News Creator Corps, so you probably won't see me. But Thursday, if we don't go to Disney, don't be mad at me for that. They already got my fucking money. I'm an annual pass holder. I'm gonna at least get my free shit out of it. It is what it is. All right, I'm gonna take my daughter to Disney on Thursday, probably. Love you guys. Everybody have a great day. YouTube, hang tight. We usually come over there when I end the TikTok. Everybody be good, and if you can't be good, be gay and do crimes. Also get gay married. Love you. Bye. All right, YouTube. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Are y'all behaving yourselves or no? Is that appropriate for Bad Bunny to perform at the Super Bowl of all things and not perform in English? You got a couple months to learn. My suggestion to people who are upset about Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl and don't understand what they're saying, if you have Apple Music, there's this cool little feature now where you click on the lyrics thing and you can actually have it translate the lyrics. So you can learn Spanish, you can learn his songs at the same time. Just be forewarned that some of it is slang that is very unique to the Puerto Rican dialect, because as we know, people have different dialects for their languages. Like, we use different words when we speak Spanish in Colombia than when we speak Spanish in Chile and in Uruguay and in Spain and in Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic and all of that. So, you know, you can learn Spanish. You can broaden your horizons. And fun fact, if you're bilingual, you can make more money at your job. So, you know. Being gay and doing crimes. I was saying goodbye to TikTok, but I'm going to say goodbye to y'all now because I only have a couple minutes before this meeting starts. So if you are joining me on YouTube or Twitch, I appreciate you being here. We'll try this again later this week. Hopefully someone will call in and we can have conversations. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Ryan. Love you guys over here too, even the trolls, because you guys make me money.